Hi everyone, welcome to my artist studio. I'm Yasna and I'm here to teach you how to paint walls. Before we begin, let me explain fundamental of visual literacy. This is really important to understand all of them because art and especially painting is another language. So I'm speaking English, I'm using English word. Before I use words and I speak English, I used to learn the alphabet of English. So for painting, full of visual approach, for visual approach like painting, we need to know the alphabet. And what are the alphabet? The alphabet are the fundamentals of visual literacy. And let's see, what do we have for this alphabet? We have point, line, shape, which is two-dimensional, like square, circle, triangle. Then we have form, which is three-dimensional, like pyramids, cube. Basically, it's like all of the form, all of the thing we see in our world, like the table, like me, all three-dimensional, we call it form. And last one, and the most important one, our topic today is color. Whoa. Now color, before we jump into step-by-step learning, I want you to know that color contains hue, intensity, and value. But today we're not talking about it. We're just talking especially about color and cool color and warm color and how color psychologically impress some people. So let's begin.
What is color? Color is how our brain perceives light when it interacts with objects. Scientifically, light is a form of electromagnetic energy. When white light passes through a prism, it bends and splits into a rainbow of colors. That's what Isaac Newton discovered in 17th. But later, Goethe, a German thinking and artist, offered a different idea. He believed that color doesn't just come from light being split. Instead, he showed that color appears when light and darkness interact, especially at their edges. Goethe observed something fascinating. When a beam of light passes through a prism and falls on a dark background, warm colors like yellow and red appears at the edges. When a shadow or dark shape is passed through a prism or placed on a light background, cool colors like blue or violet appears. He believed these effects are not just physical, but also part of how our mind experiences colors. So in Goethe's view, color is born at the borders, where light meets shadow and where our perception takes over. Now let's get practical. Here are the prime: red, yellow, blue. These are the colors we cannot mix from other. But by mixing them, we get the secondary colors. Red and yellow, orange, yellow and blue, green, blue and red, purple. This form of color wheel designed by artist and teacher Jonas Eden.
Well, to learn deeply, let me use oil colors. Well, do you remember the color attributes? We had hue, intensity, and value. We will start with hue. Hue is the name of the color, like blue, red, and yellow. And in oil color, they are ultramarine blue, cadmium red, and cadmium yellow. So cadmium red is a primary red, ultramarine blue is a primary blue, and cadmium yellow is a primary yellow. What is the mix of? Always remember to put red, fewer than yellow. So what do we have here? We have orange, which is a mixture of red and yellow. And then we have blue on red, which mixture is purple. Do you see this? I'm trying to show it. Purple. And finally, green. Green. What will happen if I mix the orange with the ultramarine blue? Again, we have a color which is really close to the black. What does it mean the color is so close to the black? I want to show it so practically. I'm going to use titanium white to lighter a color a little bit, and then you see the true color. Let's find out if we mix these color tones, which are so close to the black, a little bit with white, what will happen? Oh my god, you see this? We make a gray. Now, what does it mean? Now you see that if I mix orange with blue, it turns out gray. So, which means that we have primary colors, and then we mix secondary colors, and then each of primary colors with one of the secondary colors will be a complementary colors. What does complementary colors mean? Exactly, bravo. It means that a mixture of two colors turns gray. So now you know who is, primary colors, secondary colors, complementary colors. But what is intensity?
Pay attention to the last colors, which are grays. As you see, these grays has no brightness. There are no purity colors in them. So, which means intensity is about the purity of a color and the brightness of a color. Like red, like yellow, like orange, all the shiny and brighty colors, we call them with high intensity. This painting is a very good example for high intensity colors.
Now let's learn the last one, value. What is value? Value, it's about dark and light. Now it is time to talk about our last topic, cool color and warm color. Colors like red, orange, and yellow are called warm color. And any color which has higher red or orange or yellow, we call that color warm color. Like what? Like I have gray here and I'm mixing it with more. It is a warm gray. Why? Because it has more orange on it. Well, now the next one. Cool colors. Cool colors are colors like blue, green, and purple. And again, if I mix this color to gray, we will have a cool gray here. Well, how to understand cool and warm color? It's about a feeling, okay? When you see cool colors, unconsciously you will feel calm, you will feel cold, you will feel quiet. And when you see warm colors, unconsciously you will feel something cozy, something energetic. So it's all about a feeling. To make it understandable very well and deeply, we will watch a few paintings, and we will analyze it to cool colors and warm colors. Let's go.
If you analyze the water lilies of Claude Monet, you see his palette contains a cool colors. And a red room of Henri Matisse is a great example for the warm palette colors.
I'm going to give you a 6-part exercise to be sure that you understand all the colors, and then next session we will work on each complementary colors. Now for next session, I want you to it is a 6-part exercise. I want you to first color with the primary colors. You can use black as well to show the darkness, and using white to show the light. Next one, I want you to use orange, blue and orange, then red and green, then purple and yellow. And I want you to color one with warm colors using the warm colors, and the last one using the cool colors. The painting model is up to you. You can choose your own, but I want you to do this 6-part exercise for each palette. Okay guys, that's it for this session. I hope you learned from this video. If you find this video helpful, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment below the video. Thanks for watching. See you next session.